Hi, myself Adi Narayanan. Today we are going to discuss about constructors, a concept called constructors. So just to go to Google and type constructor Java constructor. So let's go to Google and type Java Java constructor CONSTRO. See, there are a lot of examples you are getting it. And if you go there, there are a lot of websites like W3 School, Java T Point, Tutorial Point, Greeks. So there are a lot of sites. Anything you can use, even Oracle site is there, and you can use anything. So if you go to W3 School and see what is a constructor. A constructor in Java is a special method that is used to initialize object. So this is very important. A constructor in Java is a special method that is, you know what is a method. So how many method can be created in a class? You know all those details. So a constructor in Java is a special method that is used to initialize object. So when you create an object, you can initialize your variable. So what are the variable? Instance variable. You can initialize the instance variable. You can initialize the instance variable anyway. So you might know something related to that. So if you don't know what is the instance variable, what is local variable, see my video. There is a video called local variable, instance variable, and static variable. So you get an idea. So whatever the variable that you are declared inside the class and outside the method is called instance variable. So you can initialize those instance variable when you create an object. So that is the main advantage of constructor, nothing other than the constructor is called, see, the constructor is called when an object of when an object of a class is created. When you create a class, when you create an object, when you create an object, you can initialize the variable. See, for example, here in this class, if you see this class, this is a class, right? This is a class. How many variables are there? This variable. We call this as an instance variable. We call this as an instance variable or a class level variable. Most probably we call it as an instance variable. Yeah, okay. Anyway, if you see that video, you will get more knowledge. So this is one method, and this is one method. This class contain one variable and three two methods. Two methods. So and okay. So now, so a constructor in Java is a special method. It's a special method that is used to initialize the variable. Go here and see what is the explanation here. Note that the constructor name must match a class name, and it cannot have a return type like void. And note that the constructor is called when the object is created. All class have a default constructor, very important. All class default constructor. If you do not create a class constructor yourself, Java creates one for you. However, then you are not able to set initialize value of the object. So main only two use. One is you can initialize the variable on use. This is the only use. This is the only use. You can initialize. This is the only use. You can initialize the variable. We will see how to initialize the variable, and when your constructor is called, this one is second is very important. This one. Also note that constructor is called when the object is created. Okay. So we will see. Now let me go to my Eclipse, and I will just, so you can, after my video, you can go and read either from W3 School or whichever the site that you prefer. It's up to you. And I will explain all these things. What is constructor parameter, what is constructor, when it is called. So I will explain through my program. And for a theoretical details, you can go and watch, read some, at least one or two sites, so that you get some better knowledge. So now let me go to my Eclipse. Here I have an Eclipse. So there is a package. There is no class in this package. Let me create one class called employee. Let me class. So employee employee. So where is this employee class? In which package will this employee class is created? This is the package. What is the package name? Com dot constract constructor exp something. And which is the source folder? src. Which is the project test pack. Okay. If you want public method, public static main method, then choose this one and click finish. So let me click finish. Okay. So now a class is created. A class is created. So now create an object. How will you create an object? Either from the same class or from the different class. You can create an object for this class. Most probably we create object from a different class for this class. So now for a practical purpose, let me create here employee e equal to new employee employee. Okay. Let let declare a variable called empid equal to one not something empid and fname first name employee first name or emp fir as the first name. This one is always this naming convention. See what is Java naming convention. So how to name a method, how to name a class, how to name a variable, how to name a constant. There are some protocol. So that is Java naming convention. JAVA, very important. Java NAMI naming CONVNTION. Go and see. Very very important. Wherever you go for an interview, they will ask this. Okay. So why we are getting error? This is a variable. What is the type of variable? This one either int int. Let me make it as int. And what is the type of variable? string because I am going to store alphabets here. Name is always alphabet, and this is I am going to be either it can be alphanumeric or it can be number. It's depend upon the company. Anyway, now as of now, our employee ID is going to be only number, so we made it as integer or long, whatever you want to give it. It's up to you. So now I created an object here, and just to print the value of empid sys out. Control tab. Click control tab. See here shortcut. Sys out. Then if you type control tab, then so just to print employee ID. employee employee ID is empid. Why we are getting error here? Because this is static method. Already we read it. This is a static method. In a static method, you cannot refer non-static variable. You cannot access non-static variable. So, but by through object you can access. From a static method, this method is static method. This method is static method because you apply the keyword called static. From a static method, you cannot access a non-static variable. If you make C name N C N name, and if you make static static and string string, then you no need all you can access that method. See, there is no error. There is no error. But if I try to access first name, we are getting error. Yeah. Why? See here. Since this is a static method, you can access only static variable. This is static method. You apply static keyword before a method. You can access only static variable. This is non-static variable. Okay. If you want to access non-static variable by using object reference variable, you can access it won't give you error. Okay. What is our idea here? Anyway, so when you discuss about local variable, global variable, and instance variable, static variable, there is a video, and if you see that video, you will get to know about the entire detail. Okay. Now I so now if I print what is the value of this one, if I run the program, null, the value is null, but because you didn't assign any value, default value for integer is null. Default value for string is null. Default value for string is null. Default value for integer is 0. Employee ID is employee ID. This one is employee F name. Why we are getting error? E dot. There is nothing called variable. There is no variable called ID. Okay. Okay. Now so if I run this program, so I created object, and by using object I can refer all the variables because object contains variable and its state. What is the state of this one? Null. What is the state of this one? 0. What is the state of this one? Null. So by when you create an object, what does this object contain? All the variables and its states. All the variable and its state value, variable and its value, that is called value is called state. What is state? Okay. Now when I try to run this one, see what is the value that I get? Null and 0. So I can use constructor. See now, if to initialize this value, now I didn't initialize it, but if you want to initialize in some scenario, if you want to initialize, when you create this object itself, you want to initialize all the value. If that is the scenario, then we have to use constructor. That is the only way. That is the only. Either you can, after creating this one, you can initialize the value. Control C, Control V dot set. No need set. The control is that here. You initialize the value e dot employee ID equal to 35. So now what you are doing here, you are initializing the value or you are assigning the value. Now if you run, what will be the value? Okay, this is the class, right? This is the class. I have 4 rows, and here I created object. Here I assign the value. I assign the value or initialize the value, assign the value, and after that I am printing it, and see what is the output for employee ID. Employee ID is 335 because you assigned this one, and now the value of variable inside this object, this one is 335. You can understand up to this. Okay, but this is so instead of assigning something like this, I can use constructor to assign the value. I can use constructor to assign the value. Constructor already we read. So what is the name of the constructor? Class name should be the name of the constructor. Okay, constructor. Constructor does not have any return type. You read already all these things here. See here. Note that constructor name must match class name and it cannot have return type. See here we also wrote constructor name and class name are same. Class name and constructor name are same. It is not having any return type. Okay. Then what can I do? While creating, rather than doing something like this, If you want to initialize, see, only when you want to initialize you are going to use constructor, otherwise no need. When you want to initialize the value 101, here int int emp emp and emp id equal to emp. See here what I did. So here we are getting error because before, when you remove this, there is no error. Very important. When you remove this, there is no error. When you place this, you are getting error here. Here, because there is no matching constructor. If your class does not have any constructor, it will create a constructor of default constructor. This is the default constructor. See, for example, if it is a default constructor, if it is a default constructor, if it not having any value, this is default constructor. Which one? This one is default constructor. There is no parameter. There is a parameter. Yeah, this is not a default constructor. It is parameter constructor. Constructor. Both are constructor, but we call this as default constructor. This one parameter constructor. This one, it contains one parameter. Go to your tutorial here. See, constructor parameter. Constructor can also take parameter which is used to initialize attributes. Here they also created one constructor, but you can apply modifier. That we will see. That we will see. Okay, this is default constructor. This is constructor with parameter. Okay. Now, if you don't write any constructor, this constructor will be injected by the compiler to the class. Our compiler itself will create a default constructor if you didn't write any constructor. If you write any one constructor, then you should write a default constructor also. If you write any constructor like this, any parameter constructor, then you should write default constructor also. Otherwise, you will get an error. So that's why you are getting error. Anyway, now is there any error there? What is the error here? Here there is an error. Duplicate variable. Okay. So when I run this program, there is an object created here and there is an object created here. When you create an object, the value of emp will be null in this object. But when you create an object and print this two line, make /n, it will leave one line. Okay. So when it prints the value, when you print EC, that is EC and EC. So for same class, we are creating two objects. This object value of ID and name will be, ID will be 0 and name will be null when you print. When you create this object, you are initializing this value of ID is 101, so it will print 101 and null. So here what we are doing by using constructor, we are initializing the instance variable. This is called instance variable, this is called instance variable, and this is called class variable. You can initialize only instance variable. Why this is called class level variable? Because this variable is shared by all objects. This variable is shared by all objects, whereas this one, each object will have its own unique value. When you go and see my local variable, instance variable, static variable video, you will understand. This is called, let me have some high level understanding. This is called static variable or variable, and it is called a class variable. All object will share. If Whereas this one, each object will have its own value, but all object will have, you can access these three values from all objects, but this is going to be shared by all objects, and each object will have its own value. The value here will be common for all objects. Okay, anyway, when you see that video, you will understand. As of now, we are trying to understand constructor. So here I created one object, I didn't initialize any value. Here I created one constructor and I initialize the value. That is, when you create an object, you can initialize the instance variable. Instance variable. That's why I keep on tell this is called instance variable. This is called class level variable or static variable. Each object will have its own value. Okay. Anyway, I will let you know after some time. Okay, now I'll let me run this one and see what is the value we are getting. See here, 0, null. For the same class, we created object and if we initialize the value and just I print it. That's the difference. Okay. By using constructor, you can initialize the value. So if you want to initialize both the value, you can write construct n number of constructor. Create a constructor with a two parameter, comma string string emp, make it name name name. Okay, name name, this name. You are placing this name to emp fir first name, right? So this is a variable, right? Which is a variable? This one, emp id and first name, control C and control V. See what is the, so how many constructor now? You can create a number of constructor. So how many constructor are there in this class? Three variable, right? Three variable. One is static variable and another one or two is non-static variable, or we can call as instance variable. This non-static variable or instance variable. This is static variable or class level variable. Try to, if you go on Google, what is static variable, what is instance variable, there is a lot of tutorials are available where you can get all those information. Okay, how many constructor are created? I created three constructors. This is empty default constructor, empty constructor. This is single parameter constructor with single parameter, constructor with two parameter. See what I am doing here, I am assigning, I am passing the value, right? When I create the value, I am passing the value. So I pass the value, here, and I am assigning the value to the class variable. So this is method level argument, right? So you play this argument, right? Argument or argument. So you are assigning the value to the instance variable. Otherwise, it won't write. If you are not going to do this, what will happen? You are calling the constructor, but you are not initializing. When you initialize, control is required. So here initialization happens here. Here it initializes both the variables. Okay, you can create something like this. Control C, Control V, parameter, parameter. Here we make us parameter. Here 341, 340, something. So if I run, what value I get, will it work? So there are, I can use two parameters. F name, what is the F name? F name ADHINE or GA1ANE. So now when this get executed, it won't call this constructor. It won't call this constructor. It will call this constructor because this is two parameter and integer and string, and this is also two parameter integer and string. So this, when you create an object, this will call this constructor. This will call this constructor. because you are creating an object with a constructor that has two parameter integer. That's order should be same, integer and string. So you define here integer and string. So now you got an idea what is constructor, how to create a constructor. First pair, see what is the first pair? First pair 0 null. Second pair you are initializing only ID. In third you are initializing both of these. Okay. Now what is the use of constructor? When you create an object, you can initialize the instance variable. Initialize the instance variable. That's very important. You cannot initialize static variable. You cannot initialize static variable because that is not object related. This is class related. Just to go and see the theory. Very very important. Static variable, constructor, non-static variable. Very very important. Okay. So here is this code meaningful? See here, when you read this one, so you are assigned, what is this one? EMP. So it's not meaningful to what? Actually, what you are passing? Employee ID. So, but employee ID, right? Employee ID. But rather than giving EMP, you can make it as EMP to be more very, very important. I'm going to tell a concept called this. So EMP, and I use there is no error. But when someone sees this one, what are the parameters they are sending? What is the parameter that they are sending? To be able to tell if it is meaningful, called EMP ID. Now people will know. Okay, someone is going to call this with the employee ID. This one name. What name? First name or last name? So if it is EMP FIR ST first NAME, then it is more meaningful, right? So someone is going to call this method or this constructor with the employee ID first name, more meaningful. So make this one. So always give meaningful name. Control V, Control C, Control V. But we are getting error here. See here, why we are getting error? Cannot convert from string into integer. Okay. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control, Control V, Control S. So here you are not getting error. So what will be the problem if I run, see you declare a variable called EMP and here you declare a variable called EMP first name. So this is pointing to this. How about this one? Is this pointing to an instance variable? Is this pointing to an instance variable? What is your intention? You want this variable to be assigned this variable. The scope is local. Now, this also points to this variable and this also points to this variable. That's the problem. Run and see. If you run and see the last, if you run and see the last two line, no, will return null. Not you are not initialized. This one, this and this will return null. See here it is changed the console. So console will show. See here 0 and null. But you initialize right 340 and Adi Narayanan. It's not coming here. Last one. I'm talking of last one. There is an error in our code. This is the problem. Which one? Both are pointing to this variable. That is the problem. So you need to tell. So this is local variable. Assign this to the instance variable. How will you tell? Local variable to instance variable. Make this THIS. THIS. This dot. THIS. This dot. This always refers to current instance. This always refers to current instance. See what is the instance of this one? How you are calling here? So what is this instance doing? This always refers to this one. Instance variable. Instance variable. So now what it will do when you pass the value is passed here and you are placing here and this is assigned to the instance variable. So now if you are going to make n, and n, you no need this, but it is not meaningful. This name is not meaningful. I want a meaningful name. That's why I want a meaningful name. That's why I make same name, same name, same name, and put this value to the instance variable. You can go a lot of so this always refers to this one. Now this dot emp, it will refer to this one, not to this one. Instance. This refers to instance variable. Refer. So you can understand little bit, right? Static constructor and initialization. We are trying to do initialization. Very important. Try to learn what is constructor, this operator. So try to learn Java naming convention, JAVA, Java, CONSTRUCTOR constructor. This ठीक है चाहिए this keyword. Type this keyword in Google. You will get a lot of document related to this one. You can call constructor, you can variable this, and you can call the method. See one, there are a lot of things. This always refers to the instance, okay, instance and its member. Okay, okay. Now you have some idea about what is constructor, what is parameter constructor, and what is this keyword. Go to Google and type this keyword. this keyword. You should now you got an idea. From here you should be able to read the tutorials in the internet and get the information. That is called the right attitude, and that's how you can learn a lot of things. This keyword, see here, Java T point W3 school keyword. This is the Java. This in Java is a reference variable that refers to current object. This is a reference to the current. You get lot of examples out there. Go to Java T point. You get a lot of object. See here, you get more. Okay, see here, state, behavior. What is state? All the variable will call it as state. Behavior, all the method we call. So inside an object, what are the things available? Variable, state, and behavior. It's very important. They have some pictorial representation. This is Java T point. You can learn this one. Try to go and see here. This keyword is used to current reference the current instance variable. If there is an ambiguity between instance variable and a parameter, see here, instance variable and parameter. This keyword resolves the problem of ambiguity. Read this one. You can get all the things. This side, any side, whichever you prefer. To invoke the current class method, see here. This invokes the constructor. See here. This. It is invoking this constructor. This is a constructor, right? Class name, no return type. So this is a constructor. Class name, the class name and this name is same. So it's a constructor. If anything that is, if any, we can call it as a method. If any method contains the same name as class name, then we call it as a constructor. So anyway, if you read this one, you will get a lot of things. So try to read what is this, and see here you can go and read all these things. You get enough knowledge. Okay. Now you got some idea about what is constructor and what is um, initializing the value on this keyword. Okay. And thanks for your time.